the effect of temperature adjustments globally on the temperature record over the last 30 years is very, very small. Locally, there are some large effects of adjustments, particularly in the United States. And the United States is weird because most countries have a professional meteorological service that monitors temperatures. In the US, we do, but historically, most of the monitoring of temperatures has been done by volunteers in their backyards. It's called the cooperative network, or the co-op network. And that's the vast majority of our weather stations going back to 1895 are these cooperative stations. And because they're volunteer run, they're subject to a lot more changes than we see in temperature records in most countries. Particularly, we've changed the time that we take the temperatures from afternoon to morning, which has a big effect on the readings. We've changed the instruments we use to measure those temperatures from liquid and glass thermometers to these new electronic instruments. We've changed the location of a lot of thermometers. Either the volunteer has passed away or resigned from the program and another person has taken it up in their backyard that might be a few miles away. Or, we built a new airport in the 1940s and decided that having a weather station on top of a black roof building in the city center was not a great idea, so we moved it to this newly built airport or wastewater treatment plant, which happened at quite a few stations. And all of these introduce very large changes in the temperatures that need to be adjusted for. There's also growing urbanization in the US over that period, which has its own biases. And so the US has much bigger effective adjustments than most countries, and that's why it becomes in some ways more of a political football in the US, because the net effect of adjustments in the US is to double the amount of warming we've had over the last 100 years. The net effect of adjustments in the whole world is to increase the land warming by about 15%, and the global land-ocean warming, I think it's reduced it by about 20%. So it's only really in the US that we see this massive effect of adjustments, and hence why it's become such a political issue here. But globally, they make very little difference in our understanding of the evolution of the climate system.